Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottom. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, roll with the marijuana. Waking up with the futures, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call it short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them cans, make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packets. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Make profits. That TTG money gang, we some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody, folks? What's going on? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. We've got a stream in store for you. It's about to start talking about how to prepare, how are traders and investors preparing to profit from a recession. We're going to talk about that here today in this live stream. Also, AMC lighting up the scanners again today. They got earnings coming out tomorrow. Is there a trade there? We're going to talk about it right here on this live stream, folks. Also, a big announcement that we're going to share with the entire TTG community here on these live streams. What's up, folks? My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the current head trader and co-founder of True Trading Group. If you guys don't know by now, we are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that's available to the retail trader today. So if you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here, where myself, other pro trading mods from True Trading Group, as well as special guests, will give you guys golden nuggets, free lessons in education, market commentary, analysis, and trade ideas that can help you become better traders immediately. So take a moment and smash that like button, subscribe, share this stream on your own social media. Let's reach out, educate, and empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. But why should you listen to any of the information that I share with you on here? Well, it's because I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career and I was trained by professionals on Wall Street, began my career working at a fund in New York City, my very first job out of college, and then 2008 happened. And that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash, but it was also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, along with my team of 9 professional trading mods and an over 30-person staff. We have helped thousands of traders and investors from over 100 different countries reach their goals of becoming profitable. You see, we're the fastest growing premium educational platform out there because we combine university level trading and investing courses, which is a simplified version of the 3-month educational training program that I went through when I worked at the fund. And we combine that with premium stock market tools, workshops, and provide live mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, futures, for all styles of trading, day trading, swing trading, long-term investing. We cover all of it inside of True Trading. So there's something for everybody here. You see, we take that university level curriculum and we pair it with today's top financial tools. These tools are worth well over $5,000 to $6,000 a year, but these are the tools that successful traders use that give them more information, that helps them make better decisions, that increases their chances of success. I assure you, successful traders don't get their trading decisions from Reddit and Twitter. Neither should you. Benzinga, Trade Ideas, TradingView, Quote Media, ET&A, the list goes on, of companies that we have built relationships with so we can put their products on our platform at no additional cost to you. This will save you around $5,000 to $6,000 a year. Many of you pay for some of these tools already. You'll also be getting access to the TTG family, all of our trading members and our trading family. That is the most educated, helpful, successful, and supportive community of traders and investors that you guys are ever going to find. You'll also, of course, get access to the real-time trade alerts from myself and all of the other mods from True Trading Group that have been able to support a cumulative collective win rate amongst us as a group of just around 80% now going on the last 3 years. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn on your notifications, make sure you smash that like button, and share this stream on your own social media so we can reach out, educate, and empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. All right, folks, I want to go ahead and I have a big announcement for you guys here first. All right, before we do get started, I told you guys we had a big announcement. I want to share in this announcement with me. I'd like to bring on my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group. Everybody give a big ayo to Adam.
What's going on, man?
What's up, bro? How are you?
I'm doing well. So, today's a pretty exciting day for us over at True Trading Group. Before we get started, I do want to remind all True Trading Group members that immediately following this live stream in the main chat room, so immediately following this live stream in the main chat room, we're going to have a family meeting, kind of a State of the Union of True Trading Group immediately following this live stream in the main chat room. Right now, the main chat room is closed. It's open from 7:30 a.m. Eastern till, it's open from 8 old time. Open from 8:20 a.m. Eastern every day till 4 p.m. Eastern every day. So it is currently closed, but we will let you all know when we reopen it. We'll reopen it like 15, 20 minutes before this live stream is over. So make sure that you hop in there after this live stream is done. But aside from that, this is a pretty cool thing that we're going to announce on here. So Mike, how long have we been doing this YouTube channel for?
Oh, a few years now.
Yeah. How has it been for you participating and doing these streams? Because I think a lot of people don't know like how this YouTube channel kind of started out.
This channel started out by just me doing, quick like 20-minute recap videos on the day and talking about trading lessons that we can take away from the day, whether it was a specific pattern or a trading lesson, whether it was a mental lesson, regardless if it was a red day or a green day. And it has evolved into doing these interactive live streams where people get to, we get to discuss, bigger and broader topics in more detail, and people get to interact and ask questions in real time as we continue to grow this user base and this community organically. We have a lot of people that find our YouTube channel. They join our live stream for an hour and a half, and they learn more in one live stream than they learned in the entire last 6 months, scouring Twitter and Reddit and trying to figure things out on their own. It's become, just a really great platform for us and just jam-packed with education and just nonstop content to help people, the retail trader investor. And that's our goal.
Yep. So one of the things that we've never, done on these on our YouTube channel is we've never gone ahead and really affiliated ourselves or endorsed any other YouTube channel. It's something that we have not done. We have, but over the amount of time that we've been doing this, since I think roughly, let me see when we started this channel. So July 3rd, 2017 is when we started this channel, right?
Wow.
So, and fun fact, our 100,000 silver play button from YouTube comes in on Wednesday.
I'm sorry, say it again.
The silver play button, the 100,000.
The 100,000 mark.
Yeah. Yep. So now I am officially the coolest dad at my kid's school. So basically what is taking place is this with, for example, the first channel that we really, kind of associated ourselves with was that of Matt Kors' channel. We love Matt. We think Matt is the absolute greatest. He's a good friend of mine and Mike's. He's also a good friend of the channel and True Trading Group. And a lot of members on here found us through Matt's channel. So we love that. All right. Now, aside from that, we have not really, too closely associated ourselves with any other channel, right? And that's because let's be honest. This industry, I don't know if Mike, you want to speak to this, but like this industry sucks.
Industry's trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll touch on it real quick. I was very fortunate because I started working at a fund and I was trained professionally right out of the gate. I didn't have to go through YouTube channels and Reddit message boards to try to, figure out who to learn from and try to figure out who's legit, who knows what they're talking about, who's actually a good trader, and who's totally full of crap and is just trying to sell me on a dream and sell me on false promises. And the industry is terrible. There's a lot of programs and platforms out there that claim to have some special secret that nobody knows but them, and just say 10 minutes a day, you'll make $1,000 a day, guaranteed. Like all this nonsense, it just feeds into people's desire for instant gratification. It feeds into their greed. And those people take advantage of that. They prey on that. They spend a lot of money on marketing, on these flashy, like, oh, look at my Lamborghini, look at me flying in a private jet, to try to get you to think that you can do the same thing as them. And it's complete garbage and nonsense. You don't learn anything. And we saw a void and we saw a hole in this industry, really early on, Adam and I, and that's why we said, okay, that's why we're going to create True Trading Group, to really provide professional education, professional tools, to really give the retail trader and empower the retail trader and investor so that they can start making the right decisions and stop being on the what end of the stick when it comes to being taken advantage of in the markets. So there's a lot of crap out there, but there's also some really good people out there, and it took us a while to kind of find that, and that's kind of where we are here today. And I'll dish it back over to you now.
Yeah. So where we are at right now, I don't know. Brett is deleting a lot of comments that I'm not sure need to be deleted, but anyways, I'm sure he'll figure that out. So what we have done is this. How many of you on here have seen us talked about on Trader TV Live? How many of you on here, just type the number 1 if you've seen us talked about, or if you found us through Traders TV Live. Just type the number 1 if that's how you found us. Wow. So none of you, huh? Just kidding. Okay. So here's what we will say. We have spent many months since August, I believe. I think it was since August, kind of going back and forth, trying to figure out different ways to work with them. We think they're a great group. We think that the trading they do is really solid. I mean, I can let Mike speak to that a little bit more as far as the type of traders.
Yeah, I mean, they're great traders. Neil, Sean, the other guys that I have on there are very different trading styles than myself particularly, but just a fantastic group of traders. They really know their stuff, super transparent, super down to earth, and really talk through their analysis and their thought process. And I just think just a great group of traders. Like, it's a very different style than me, but very, very good traders.
Yeah.
But we're not endorsing we're not endorsing prop trading firms. I just want to be clear about that, though.
Yeah. So what we particularly like about that group is we think that the way that they trade, that they explain things, the way that they interact with their members, the sincerity, the transparency, all of that is fantastic. I know that they're heavily associated with a prop trading firm. That's not something we endorse or suggest anybody do. However, just want to make that part clear. As far as the trading on their channel goes, we think it's fantastic. Okay. So what we have done after months of trying to figure out and trying different ways to work with them, what we have done is we have finally come to a way to work with them that starts today. And this is the first time that we are going to be working with another channel in this capacity, with the exception of Matt. But this is even a little bit more, we're, Matt and I, Matt and I and Mike and Matt and I, we're all friends, right? This is different. This is a little bit more professional. We're not like best buddies with these people. We each have a healthy respect for what the other does. So what we have done is we've come up with an agreement with them, and every day they are going to showcase and promote the live stream that we have here. And Mike is going to be invited several times per month starting in March to be a frequent contributor and guest on their live stream. Also, Sean and I are discussing a day this week for him to start to come on our live stream.
Oh, that's awesome.
To talk to you guys and to talk about the market and stocks and so on and so forth. This is the first step in hopefully building a long-term collaborative working joint association between us. We have a lot of respect for what they we have a lot of respect for what it is that they do. We love the fact that they're open and have respect for what it is that we do. And it is very hard to find good people in this space. That is a very hard thing to do.
Yeah.
And so when you see that there are good people or good companies in this space, and I said good, not perfect, right? Keep in mind, I said good, not perfect. There's going to be, everyone's going to, you're never going to get, 100 out of 100 that sing your praises. But we feel that forming these public, I don't say like attachments, but these public relationships with these groups, we feel is beneficial to all retail traders and investors, because good groups and good people in this space should stick together and support one another.
Yeah. Well said, man. I think it's big too for retail traders and investors, right? Like our goal is to empower retail traders and investors. And you hear the guys at Trader TV Live, they always talk about, wanting to educate their community as well. And like I said, there's so much crap out there that if the what we consider, like, if the good people would come together and form these and do these kind of collabs, I also think it makes it easier for the traditional retail investor and trader to really know and understand where can I go to get access to quality information, quality education, quality analysis. Right. And it really, honestly, and it protects you guys from getting caught up in some of the nonsense that has happened over the last couple of years.
Yeah. So, so like we always say on here, the purpose of this channel, obviously, for those that don't know, this is your first time on this channel. Real quick, how many of you, you're not a member of True Trading Group, or it's your first time on this channel? Just type TTG in chat real quick. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, or it's your first time on this channel, just type TTG in chat real quick. I just want to, before I continue, I just want to see who we're speaking to. Squads 215, Roy B, Searchable, Mr. Richards, Denise Lefebvre, I butchered it. Jose Casem, Scott N. Let's see, who else? Sean Johnson, Charlie K, Ashley Hickson, Crystal Assassin. You've been on here before, or not a TTG member. Got it. John Bianchi. Ciao, Bella. Okay. Yeah, so actually, no, you don't have to delete it. Audio Freck says the purpose of this channel is to push their $1,000 membership with clickbait titles, making you think they are talking about the market. Partially correct. This channel does exist as a form of marketing to push our educational platform. That is 100% true. So yeah, I got no arguments there, buddy. I mean, 1,000% correct, and we don't make excuses or feel bad about it or anything, right?
There's thousands of people all over the world that are very, very, very happy and thankful that we sell memberships on this live stream.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. Look, True Trading Group provides you with an educational platform, chat room, trade alerts, mentorship, and $5,000 worth of premium stock market tools from companies like Benzinga, Quote Media, TradingView, and more, all for one low price for the entire year. And the bottom line is our members are making money. They are making money and becoming better traders. Watch, I'll show you. TTG members, are you making money? Are you becoming better traders? Type the $ in chat. Are you making money? Are you becoming better traders? Type the $ in chat. What you're going to see is a tremendous amount of people start to type the $ in chat. Every single one of these people are very grateful that we sold them one of our memberships.
Yep.
So I'm not going to sit here and so the point of this is I'm not going to sit here and we're not going to make excuses for selling our memberships. This is how we market. We even call this an edumercial. Okay. And we market this way because we refuse to run ads selling a false lifestyle or depict easy money.
Yep.
Let me repeat that. We sell memberships on this live stream and we use it that way because we refuse to advertise, we refuse to advertise a false lifestyle or depict anything that resembles easy money. And honestly, if you can't get behind that and you have an issue with all the easy money and all the fake lifestyle stuff, then you're just a hypocrite. I don't make the rules. Moving on. So we are very grateful to have found a middle ground to work with Trader TV Live. And we hope that the TTG fam also goes and supports them. And that's it. Okay. So, I think this is the beginning, hopefully, of something really great. And I'm excited for Sean to, hopefully come on this week and talk to you guys, and for you guys to get to know them better, and for us to get to know them better, and so on and so forth. Okay. So, that was the big announcement, which is pretty big. We've never put ourselves together, with a group like that before.
Yeah. Very excited. And so it's awesome. Really awesome. I'm looking forward to having, like you said, and having Sean on our stream. I've been a guest on Trader TV Live's channel before, and I'm looking forward to doing it again and continuing to have these conversations and to answer people's questions and to share, our insights and experiences and our education from what we have gone through as traders throughout our careers. And great guys over there, and I'm excited to further the relationship. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it, guys.
Yep. All right. So now moving on, let's talk about where we're at today, man. The title of this live stream, stock market today. I'm trying to find the clickbait part. How traders and investors prepare to profit from a recession. I guess the part that could be considered clickbait here would be the AMC redemption part. And full disclosure, of course we mention AMC because it's searched again. What live stream doesn't want viewers, but that doesn't mean the information that we give about any company, including AMC, is not worth the title, right? So let's get right into that. Mike, talk to me about AMC.
AMC, it started lighting up the board today, guys. Obviously we know, what the stock has done over the last several months, and it started to run here in the last couple of weeks. I mean, the stock was at $4.50 on Valentine's Day. It ran all the way to $8 today. So you're up, just shy of 100% in the course of just a couple of weeks. And big volume bar today. Whenever you see volume like that, gets people thinking that, shorts are beginning to cover their positions. You're going to be getting that short squeeze type of action. You did break above a very key level around 7.25. And I'll draw a line across this level for you guys. So you can see from a technical standpoint, the levels that I am referring to. And you'll see that this was previously a level of support when you go back to November and December. Prior to that, it was a resistance level And then prior to that, it was a support level. So when you go back to September, support, broke underneath it, resistance, popped above it, support, broke back underneath it, resistance, and then you just plowed through it here today on the heaviest volume bar that you've had during that formation of this significant level. So you can see every time the stock reaches this 7.25 zone, the price of the stock is impacted significantly and substantially. It always at least one or two times is rejecting or bouncing back off of that level, depending on if you're above or below it. Now, today you broke through with a very high volume bar. So what you're going to look for here for a trade for tomorrow is for $7 support, $7.25, that area to be support, and see if this move that you got today, this momentum-based move, is a little bit of short covering ahead of earnings. They do have earnings tomorrow after the close. I have absolutely no idea what their earnings are going to be. I don't try to pretend to predict earnings. I think earnings are a coin flip. For me, my advantage as a trader is identifying high probability setups. For me to say, hey, I'm going to get long or I'm going to get short based on an earnings announcement, that is me taking away my advantage as a trader. Because why would I do that? If I wanted a 50-50 coin flip, I'll go to the casino. I do not approach trading as a casino. I do not look for 50-50 coin flips. I look for 70 to 75% probability, just like a poker player would look for probability when trying to figure out, are my pocket kings good? You think about probability of the hand. You think about probability of the setup that you are entering when you are a trader. So I'm looking at this from a trading standpoint. Now, if you do get some more upside tomorrow, I will be taking profits around $9 and above $9. That is going to be your next pivot resistance level that you guys can see here. You see this resistance area there from the very end of November. And then you'll also have this 200-day moving average, this yellow line you see on my screen. That's a 200-day moving average. So that is working its way down into that $9 level to create that zone of resistance. So what you can do for tomorrow, if you get an open, if this thing gaps up tomorrow and you're looking at $7.75, $8, look for a little more upside to $9, but that's where I would get off the train. I would get off the train around $9. I would take my profits and then see what happens with earnings. If earnings are a surprise and they're better than expected and you do get a pop above that $9 level, you have resistance at 10, and then you have a gap entry at 13. So this stock could really get moving if you do get a much better than expected earnings report. I don't think you're going to see that, but I do think you can see the stock get to 9, 9.25, and then I would be looking to take my profits off the table if you get that move tomorrow. Again, earnings after the close.
Mm-hmm. So, quick question here now that Mike broke that down as far as a trading perspective for tomorrow. If you, within the past 2 years, if you lost money, or past 2-3 years, whatever it's been, if you've lost money trading AMC, can you let us know in chat? Can you sound off in chat, please? So if you've, in the past 2 to 3 years, if you've lost money trading AMC, just sound off in chat for us. All right. I'm curious. I want to see how many people in here potentially lost money trading AMC over the past 2 to 3 years. Just go ahead and sound off in chat. All right, Paul, Rick, Music Man, Colin, man, 7,500.
Wow.
Damn, Elizabeth Diaz. Yes, I did. Divorced a couple months. Wow. All right. Ben E says 15,000.
Ugh.
From 2000 in AMC was up 20,000 at the top. Yep. Chris 10 says 10,000. Diane Zamora 18,000. All right. TTG Sunshine says 15,000. You get the idea. Yeah. So the reason I ask that question is because the second part of the title of tonight's video was AMC redemption, right? So I'm not saying that people did not or could not have made money with AMC. Sure, you could have. Most or a lot of people did not. They were up on paper, and unfortunately, they, they did not.
Did not
They
sell.
did not.
They didn't sell.
Right.
They kept being told it was going to go higher and higher. It was going to go moon.
Exactly.
So even after it went moon, they didn't get off.
Right. So with that said, the redemption part comes in is that any time that that AMC starts running, you get a lot of people that talk about AMC to 100, AMC to 1,000, AMC to whatever AMC is going to, go with it. And look, for us, for Mike and myself, nothing would make us happier. Honestly, I mean that from the bottom of my being. Nothing would make me happier than if AMC went to, $1 million tomorrow, right? Nobody wants anybody to get hurt. Nobody wants anybody to lose money. That's not what's going on, right? What we meant by the redemption part of this title was that we really hope that, on days like this where people feel like, oh, it's going to move, that if AMC does, let's assume the earnings are good and this thing starts to move a little bit more, right? And a little bit more and so on. We hope that this time, for those that decide to engage with AMC again as a trade or an investment or whatever, we hope that this is a point of redemption for you to not repeat the same mistake twice. And Mike's the trader, so he can kind of follow up with that.
Yeah, what ends up happening a lot of times when you have people that are bag holding something, you have these situations where, let's say, if you and I had a conversation on January 3rd and AMC was at $4, and I had said to you, what would you do for AMC for you to be able to sell this at $13? You would tell me you would cut off your left foot, if for you to get a chance to sell the stock at $13, right? While it's at $4. But what ends up happening is that the psychology of a bag holder, when you're in a stock and you're holding it and you're down 90%, 85%, like most people that are still holding AMC are down, right? Because they bought in the 40s, 50s, 60s, etc. What ends up happening is now if the stock does go to, let's say, for example, $13, now all of a sudden you're no longer happy with $13. Now all of a sudden you say, oh, wait, maybe the shorts are covering now. Maybe this is the mother of all short squeeze. Maybe now it's going to go to 25. It's going to go to 40. It's going to go to 100. This is going to be the short squeeze. And the stock goes to 13. You don't sell it. And then it goes all the way back to $5, right? And then you're kicking yourself again. And this is the endless cycle of a bag holder, where the bag holder always feels that, oh, well, if the stock just goes up, I want to get out and cut my losses. But then the stock does go up, and now all of a sudden the price action makes them feel, maybe now this is it, and they don't get out. So the point here that we are making is, as you do get these rallies, you get these moves on AMC, I'll be very straightforward, AMC, my opinion, 99.99999999999% unlikely that this stock will go to $100. But so, when you're talking about trying to get out of a position that you are very upset that you are still currently sitting on, take advantage of the moves to the upside when you get these little pops, so you can reduce your loss and not be selling down at $4, but maybe selling at 9 or 10 or 12, etc. It's very similar to the mentality that retail traders went through when it comes to the SPY. And we've been talking a lot about this psychological aspect, this emotional aspect when it comes to the markets, because when you looked at the SPY over the course of 2022, retail investors were net buyers all throughout 2022. So every time the markets dipped in 2022, retail investors were buying. Every single dip, retail investors were buying, because that is what they were trained and programmed to do in 2021. It was just buy the dip, everything goes up. And people did that in 2022, and they got their heads taken off. They got absolutely destroyed until September and October came around, and you reach peak pessimism and peak fear. And for the very first time in 2022, in September, the retail investor became net sellers of stocks instead of net buyers. They were net buyers all year. September and October, they became net sellers. Well, that's horrible because that was the bottom of the market. So that means that they were buying, and then finally sold at the very bottom. Then the market bounces back coming into 2023. And then what happens in the first week of February? The retail investor comes pouring back into the market because now all of a sudden they feel like they missed the bottom, and the exact fear they had of the markets crashing in September, now they have the fear that they've missed it. And that fear and those emotions of fear and greed is what continues to make the retail investor make the wrong decision when it comes to when to get in and when to get out. And in the very beginning of February, retail order flow as it relates to a percentage of overall volume on the stock market, on the exchange, was at its all-time high. About 23% of all order flow, that is all volume transacted on any given day, was retail order flow. It's an all-time high. It was actually higher than it was during the meme stock craze. And that shows the power of emotions. And those emotions are always going to lead you to lead you to slaughter, and it will lead you to the wrong side of it, which is why you can never let the media, mainstream media and social media dictate when you should be in and when you should be out of the market, because those emotions are the exact opposite. I told you in September and October that I believe we were at a near-term bottom because the retail trader finally became net sellers. And if you've been following this live stream for a while, I gave you a warning in the first week of February. In the first week of February, go back and watch the live streams. They're here on this channel. Don't take my word for it. I told you I am very concerned. I am concerned because I see this data, and I see now people are talking about a no landing scenario. And I go, we went from peak fear to peak optimism in 4 months. Nothing's changed. You went from 3.5 to 4 months. You went from the world is ending, Lehman Brothers moment, Credit Suisse is going out of business, emergency Fed meeting, which none of that was true. But that was the nonsense that was being spread on social media. There was no emergency Fed meeting. That was complete garbage. That wasn't factual or true at all. Credit Suisse was not going out of business. It was not a Lehman Brothers moment. People were talking about a depression, about an 80% drop in the market. All of it was garbage. None of it was factual. None of it was true. But retail investors made decisions based on that information, which turned out to obviously be the wrong information. And then they came pouring back into the market in the beginning of February. Again, now you're talking about no landing, also ridiculous. As ridiculous an 80% crash was, no landing is also just as ridiculous. And these are the peak waves of emotions, the peak waves of psychological, the battle that the retail investor goes through. And that now I'm bringing you back to AMC. If you're bag holding this stock at $4, and if I asked you in January, hey, wouldn't you love to have sold the stock at 13? When it was at 4, you would have said, oh my God, yes, please go to 13. So then when it gets there, sell it. Don't fall victim again to the, oh, this is it, mother of all short squeeze. No. Get out, learn from your losses, learn your lessons, take the money, accept the loss, move on, and learn how to actually trade instead of relying on Mambo Jam's kitty cat on Reddit telling you the stock is going to go to the moon. Because that is not how successful traders continuously make money in this stock market. That's not how members of True Trading Group are continuously making money in this stock market. This is the best trading environment that I've ever seen in my 17-year career. And if you continue to just sit there and bag hold stocks like this, and you look for the mother of all short squeeze, folks, you are letting the greatest market opportunity of my entire life pass you right by. And that is a sin.
Yeah, I mean,
and that is why we are on these live streams, to make sure that that does not happen to you.
I mean, look, opportunity. The word opportunity in and of itself means, suggests or infers limitation or limited time, right? This is not how the stock market will be forever. This is the stock market is going to go back to normal at some point, probably within the next 12 to 18 months. So there is, this will not continue indefinitely.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
No, this market, the volatility in this market and the opportunity in this market's nuts. It doesn't matter if you trade small caps, mid caps, large caps, stocks, options, futures, commodities. It doesn't matter what you trade. Honestly, there's opportunity in every corner of this market. That's not usually the case. Usually you ask any trader that's been doing this for over 15 years, you ask them what it was like, in 2013, 2014, right? Like, there's not just endless opportunity like you had. Like, you got to find the corners of the market where the opportunity really lies. And you really got to be very stock specific. It's not just like this overall wave of momentum that you see today. And eventually it'll go back to normal. Eventually you'll revert back to the mean and you'll get these like 9 to 11% climbs per year in the overall markets. But for now, you've got whip your hair back, blow your top off type of volatility. And that volatility creates opportunities for us as traders. And that is what we capitalize on.
I see a comment in chat by Maestro Cam. And honestly, I'm going to address it mainly because I need to kill 5 more minutes to see if I can round up some laptops or not. Which I'm due a message back in like less than 5 minutes. But Joe, if you can go ahead and put up the comment that Maestro Cam said about Ken Griffin has 20 houses. He already won. Something like that. I can do it. Oh, there we go. I'm not so sure about that. Not the 20 houses part. He may have 20 houses. I have no idea. But the part about that person winning. You see, that movement, right? The retail trader, the 8 movement, all of that, it did something that no other retail group has ever done before. You showed that these funds and that the quote smart money can be hurt. No retail group has ever done that before. The Occupy Wall Street movement didn't, I'm not trying to take anything away from it, but let's just call a spade, didn't really accomplish that much with their pickets.
Did nothing. It did nothing.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to like poo-poo anyone's effort, but it didn't really get the job done.
No.
It let people know, it showed that smart money can bleed too. It showed that smart money can bleed too. And that's a pretty powerful thing, man. And you have to understand that a lot of the retail traders that were getting involved in AMC, they had no idea what they were doing. They had no idea how to scale in or tier into a trade to make their, to stretch whatever buying power they had. They had no idea how to maneuver in and out of a trade to continue to, to buy. They didn't know what they didn't know. All they knew was that they were trying to stick it to the man or to the shorts or whoever. And I don't think that this was a clear-cut victory for Smart Money or Ken Griffin or anyone else. Now, I think that, I don't know what Mike thinks, but I just don't. I think that you proved that smart money can bleed too. You proved that the stock market is not just for, a middle-aged white person with 2.3 kids, a white picket fence, and a 6-figure salary, living somewhere in upstate New York. That the stock market is for everybody. That everybody has, has the ability to participate, right? That everybody has the ability to participate and everyone has the ability to have a fair shot to do well at it. And I say fair shot not because they're giving you a fair shot, because they're not, but by understanding how the game is played, that's your fair shot. That is your fair shot. No one's going to give you a fair shake. The market makers, the institutions, the smart money, their job is to not give you a fair shake. They need you to be dumb money. the longer you are dumb money, the longer that they can continue to do what they need to do, the longer they can keep up the status quo for themselves. The biggest fear that all of this smart money has is you all being educated, you all knowing how to maneuver within a market. You all being able to think for yourselves. That's got to. I mean, if I was a hedgie, that would keep me up at night. That would keep me up at night if I was a hedgie, because the second that the retail trader as a whole wakes up and realizes the game and stops following the lead on social media, it's going to get a whole lot worse for them, and a whole lot better for you guys. So, that's my 2 cents on that.
Very well said.
Yeah, I think it's just a big paradigm shift that needs to take place, and I hope that it does. I wish to everything that people didn't have to lose money or be disappointed or led down the wrong path in order to figure it out. But, knowledge and experience ain't free. And I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about, all the emotion and everything else that people go through to realize it. So, no, man, I watching Melvin Capital lose $6.8 billion in the GME short, that was the most impressive thing I had ever seen.
Blew him up. And Melvin Capital wasn't a nobody. People that, you had industry titans that got beaten up by a bunch of retail investors with $1,000 in a Robinhood account, and it's like, to Adam's point, if anything that you take away from that whole entire movement, it's you had hedge funds completely change their trading strategies because of the short squeezes that were taking place. Like, what was it? Citron, I think, actually said that we're not shorting stocks anymore. We're only going to go long.
No, it's a big risk now. It's a big risk now for these smaller funds to go short on some of these stocks. They can't. There's fear now.
Yep.
There is an element of fear, knowing that the retail trader cannot just be backed into a corner, guided left, and pushed into whatever they want.
Yeah, man.
That is something that no other group of retail traders have ever been able to accomplish in the history of the stock market.
You used to not, a stock having a high short percentage of its float didn't used to be a buying signal. Like, that didn't used to be a good thing. Now it's like these hedge funds, when they start shorting a stock, and as the short position gets bigger and bigger, as other people join their short position, they don't necessarily get more confident. They get more eerie about it, because if the retail investor, if that swarm focuses in and starts to buy and puts pressure on the stock, or puts pressure on, out of the money call options, and causes, the market makers to have to buy the stock to hedge the call options that they're selling at higher strikes, like, that's all of a sudden these short positions can get squeezed out of their holdings, and they're conscious about that. That didn't used to be really a worry. You didn't have short squeezes happen as frequently. I mean, of course they happened over time. I mean, you look at like what happened with like Volkswagen, and there was a lot of other instances where you had these massive short squeezes. But it's that AMC, GME, and the meme stock craze changed this industry.
What took place during that time period is, I don't know how old everyone is on here, but if you have kids that are entering grade school, by the time they get to, high school and later on in grade school, when they learn about the economy, this is stuff that will be written about in economic books. And everyone here got to participate. They got to see it firsthand. I'm incredibly excited for the future of the stock market and for the future of the retail trader. I think you all should be too. And I love the fact, I grew up dirt poor. I thought for a very long time, I've been doing this for 2 decades, right? But I thought, the only thing I knew about the stock market when I was in my, when I was 16, 17, 18, 19, whatever, was the only thing I knew about the stock market was that it involved numbers. And I thought you had to be good at math I thought you had to be good at algebra or something to understand the stock market. And I love the fact that whether you live in the most prestigious neighborhood in your city or you live in the hood, if you have an internet connection, a couple $100 and a cell phone, you have the ability.
Game on.
It's game on. That is a very powerful thing. And I am not surprised that it's, that people are, that people got behind it the way that they did.
Yeah.
It is game on, man. It is it has been the great equalizer. And I think will continue to be and will become even more so in the future. And who knows, maybe one of you retail traders out there make it real big. And then maybe one day you're able to influence some real decision. You remember where you come from, and then maybe you actually change some things. That's how change happens.
Yep.
It's not about trying to shut the system down. It's from playing within the system to get to where you need to go.
Yep. And now, and you look at, the retail trader never used to have access to resources and information. Now with platforms like True Trading Group, like channels like Trader TV Live, now retail investors have an opportunity to get access to the level of training that professionals get. And that's a difference maker. Like when you saw Adam asked how many people are making money at True Trading Group, you saw how many people were telling you, I'm making money, I'm making money. It's not because all those people were smarter than you guys or they have more money or they're more experienced or they're lucky, right? Like these people are telling you that they're having success now and they're able to make money because they're receiving the proper training, which is similar to the stuff that I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. They have access to the right tools, not just Reddit. Right? These are the difference makers. This is the reason why access to this type of information, these tools, is truly leveling the playing field for retail. That is why True Trading Group exists. That's our mission. And we're doing a damn good job of it. And it's just begun. And that's why I'm so excited about what has happened with the meme stock craze. Like, yeah, I understand a lot of people made a lot of money. A lot of people lost a lot of money. But if anything, it made people aware of the opportunity that exists in the market, and it brought tens of millions of people to the market that are now, obviously not everyone's going to stay. You're going to get those people that will still treat the market like a casino, and they're going to be like, oh, I bought these call options. It didn't go up 10,000%. The market's a scam. And those people will leave out, but you're not that person. You're not those people. You're smarter than that. And I know you're smarter than that because you're on this live stream. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. I come on these live streams every day. I tell you that I'm not going to give you some secret. I'm not going to, tell you this stock's going to go to the moon and it's going to go up 1,000%. No, I'm going to give you real education and real information to help you make money on a consistent basis over time. Right? If you're looking for a casino, if you're looking to gamble, this is not for you. True Trading Group, our channel, our platform, it's just not for you. If you want to just motherball short squeeze and all you want to talk about is naked shorts and all that, go somewhere else. There's plenty of other places that would gladly take your money. But if you actually want to learn, you want to learn how to approach the markets the right way and position yourself to make the right decisions, like as if you were being trained from a professional firm in New York. Okay, now we're talking about this is for you. And if you guys are willing to put forth a little bit of energy, a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, because you're not going to join True Trading Group, you're going to make $1 million in 30 days. That's not the way it's going to work. This isn't a get rich quick scheme, but nothing worth doing is ever easy. Is it impossible? Of course not. You saw how many people were typing the $sign. But you got to do
real.
a bit of
Sorry,
effort.
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, that's it. I was wrapping up.
Nice. All right. Good news, bad news.
Okay.
All right. Good news. For those that don't know, when you sign up for True Trading Group, we try and give you a free gift. Most of the time, that gift, it's our first Twitch raid, by the way. Somebody raided our Twitch. Nice. Mike has no idea what a raid is on Twitch. It's actually a good thing.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good.
Yeah, you know. So we try and give away free gifts when you sign up for True Trading Group, because why not? We love to give incentive. We want you guys to be able to, Mike and I try and give an immense amount of value for what it is that you pay for. Okay. So we try and give out laptops or Kindles or whatever. Laptops, for whatever the reason, they were rather plentiful for a while, and then they weren't. We didn't have it for almost a month. Then we got a little bit over the weekend and a couple days before the weekend last week. And today I have been having a tremendously hard time finding any. However, I do have, hang on 1 second. It's loading. My dial-up internet is loading. There we go. Okay. I have 7.
Oof.
I have 7 laptops for you all for the next 7 people that sign up. As promised last night, the price did go up. We're now at a 54% off from the $22.12 that it normally costs to join. So it is $1,012 for the entire year, paid up front. No upsells for courses, no upsells for tools, and you get a brand new free laptop. At least the next 7 people do. After that, you'll sign up. There just won't be a laptop, right? So it's not going to be any cheaper. There's just not going to be a laptop. And then tonight at midnight, the price moves up again as we work our way back to $2,000 for the year. So I will let Mike go through that while I set up the laptops. Go ahead.
Cool. Yeah, listen, it's better than nothing. We try to get as many as we can, guys, but unfortunately just 7 of them here for today. So if you guys want a 54% discount on the platform and that free laptop, you can go to ttgoffer.com. Use the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. The price will flash green. It'll drop to $1,012. That is a 54% discount. All right. That is a 54% discount from the regular $2,212 membership price. And it comes with all of our courses and all of our tools. So you're going to get access to the entire 22 course curriculum, which is a simplified version of the 3-month educational training program that I went through when I worked at the fund in New York. Joe, maybe you can post the syllabus actually so people can see what they get access to, like what courses they'll have access to. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures. You get access to all of it. We don't play these games where you join and then all of a sudden there's these VIP courses. They're another $1,000. No. You guys join the True Trading Group platform. You get access to all of the courses and all of the tools for the $1,012 fee, and that's it. The tools are going to include Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. That's $1,000 on its own if you go to Benzinga directly. We have spent years building relationships with these companies so we can put their products on our platform so you guys don't have to pay for it. Okay? It's included in your membership price. You also get insider buying and insider selling information. You get congressional trading data, so you can actually see what stocks that members of Congress are buying and selling, and also what stocks the family members of Congress are buying and selling. You'll also be able to get Quote Media's full book level 2. TradingView's premium charting software. That charting software is $600 a year if you go to TradingView directly. It's included in your membership when you join for the 1012. You get ET&A's simulator, lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. You get the Trade Ideas Scanner. It streams live on our platform every day, so you guys can be focused on the hottest stocks during the day and focus your attention where the opportunity is at its most. You'll also be able to get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, a social sentiment scanner, a trading journal, analyst ratings, so you can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating on a particular stock you're interested in. Our own proprietary scanner lets you create custom scans. Small private study group sessions with our moderators. Obviously, the chat room on our mobile app. The mobile app, you guys can't be in chat during the day. You can't be in front of a computer. Don't worry about it. You have a cell phone? Cool. We have a mobile app. Lets you see the screen share because the mods and I share our screen with you during the day. And the mods and I talk to you on the microphone throughout the entire course of the session. We're with you from pre-market all the way through until the close. We're not gone after an hour or two. So you can listen to the audio on your phone. And most importantly, you get real-time push notifications when one of our moderators enters or exits a trade. That way you can follow along with everything that we're doing inside chat. We have members from over 100 different countries. Most of them have full-time jobs and busy schedules and other responsibilities that don't let them sit in front of the computer all day long like I can. So that's how they are able to benefit from the platform, by using that mobile app. We are not micro scalpers in True Trading Group. Our day trades last several hours and our swing trades last several days to several weeks. So that's how people are able to take advantage and follow along, even if they're busy. So you guys just go to ttgoffer.com. You'll enter the coupon code TTG121. You'll click apply code. The price drops to $1,012. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, you'll know you're getting one. There's only 7. So I'd hurry up and grab one. You do not have to enter your address to get the free laptop. You'll get a welcome email after you join with instructions how to claim that free laptop. And folks, I stand behind this platform. And I put my money where my mouth is. So if you join True Trading Group here today, you'll pay $1,012. Okay? If you go through our courses, if you pass our quizzes, and if you attend one study group, and still cannot make the $1,012 membership fee back at least once during your membership, I will give you back $2,024. I'll give you back double what you paid to join our platform. I have no problem doing that. I don't think you need it, but I'll do it for peace of mind, and you guys can hold us accountable, because we've only had to give a refund to roughly 2.83% of our users since 2016 when we launched to the public. 78% of our members renew their membership. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,000 reviews. If our refund rate was 10%, 15%, I would think twice about offering double your money back. But since we've only had to give refunds to 2.83% of our users, I have no problem offering you double your money back. You're going to commit to us. You're going to make an investment so that you guys can learn this skill and get access to these tools. We will make that investment and we will commit with you. You put up $1,012, we will put up $1,012. If you can't make back that $1,012 at least once during your membership, take yours back and you can take ours as well. I'll give you back $2,024. That's the deal. I have no problem doing it. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com and enter the coupon code TTG121. The price has been steadily climbing each and every single day. At midnight tonight, that $1,012 price point, it's going up again. So jump on it now by going to ttgoffer.com and use that code TTG121. If you have any questions at all about True Trading Group, about myself, about our traders, about our trading, about our platform, about the tools, about anything, send us a text message. We're a full, open, transparent book. 786-505-4049. The phone number is right down there at the bottom of your screen. Don't hesitate. Text us. 786-505-4049. All right, folks. All right. So I want to head things back over to the charts here real quick. I want to talk about Zoom Video. Zoom Video came out with earnings. Zoom Video came out with earnings, guys, and they are pretty good. Okay. Earnings per share was a massive beat. $1.22 when the expectation was 80 cents. That is a huge earnings per share beat. They did beat on sales, 1.12 billion versus the 1.1 expected. And they see Q1 earnings per share also being a huge beat, 96 to 98 cents when the expectation was 84 cents. They did fall a little bit short on Q1 revenue, 1.08 to 1.085 billion versus 1.11 expected. But they see fiscal year for 24 EPS of $4.11 to $4.18 versus $3.65 expectation. That is just a massive, massive beat on the expectations for earnings per share going forward and the current earnings per share, which shows, you know, what this company's been able to do, getting their costs under control. We got to welcome Sam. And as I'm talking, Zoom video is exploding to the upside, guys. Sam, welcome to the family. We got to welcome Sam. We are now down to just 6 laptops, guys. So I'd hurry up and grab one of these. Only 6 of them left. Again, you'll know you're getting one as long as you see one in your checkout cart. So even if you're watching this live stream after it's already aired, if you go to ttgoffer.com and you see that laptop icon in the cart, that's how you know you're getting one. Just type TTG121, click apply code. The price drops to $1,012. Check out. And then be on the lookout for that welcome email with instructions how to claim the laptop. We cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. Like I said, we have members in over 100 different countries. You live on planet Earth, we'll get you that free laptop. Use it to trade with, give it to your kid for school, use it for work, sell it on eBay. Put the money back in your account, whatever you guys want to do. It's our gift to you when you guys join the TTG family. Again, if you have any questions, text us, 786-505-4049. Guys, members of True Trading Group, the chat room is now open. We will be hosting a family meeting inside of the main chat room for all True Trading Group members. That chat room is now open. So members of True Trading Group, you guys can head on into the main trading chat room now if you like, and immediately following this live stream, we'll hop in there for a family meeting. So guys, I'd like to, open the floor up just a little bit. Maybe I'll take a couple of questions before I do break. I do want to be able to go back and have this family meeting with all of our members, but I will take a couple of questions here first. Maybe we'll take 2 or 3 questions before we go. If you guys have any questions for me about an individual stock or about the markets in general, you guys can go ahead right now, fire away, ask away your questions, my answers. We got to welcome Danica. 5 laptops now remain. 5 laptops now remain. Again, ttgoffer.com, guys. You got to double your money back guarantee. Don't forget it. And you don't have to do this in like 14 days or 30 days, some like ridiculously impossible time frame. Like, oh, you got to do all these things within 14 days or 30 days, and we'll give you your money back. If not, you're screwed. No, I'm telling you, you have the entire length of your membership, 1 full year. Go through the courses at your own pace, on your own time. Go through and pass the quizzes at your own pace, on your own time. Take them as many times as you have to. Attend 1 study group. We do them every Thursday. Attend 1. And if you can't make the $1,012 back at least once during your membership, I'll give you back double, $2,024. And you can keep the free laptop. There's only 5 of them left, though. So I'd open up a new web browser. I'd go claim one right now before it's too late. All right, folks, any questions for me? Fire away, type them in chat. We'll throw them up on the screen. So you guys have any questions, just type them in chat for me right now, and I'll be happy to answer anything that you guys want to know. If you want my opinion on anything, happy to do it. Mike, how much of a pullback do you expect in the market this week? I think there's a little bit more. I'll go back to the SPY. I think there's a little bit more here. Okay, so, if you guys caught my live stream last night, disregard this tail. This tail is not real. You follow my live streams. If you were watching my live stream last night, we talked about getting back to the 200-day moving average, but I think we're going to bounce first, right? So last night, if you watched our live stream, I said, I think we bounce to start the week, get up into the low 400s, and then end up pulling back down to 393. So what I think you're going to have happen here is you see this yellow line, that's a 200-day moving average. I believe that we are going to go back down to test that 200-day moving average, okay, as this week goes on. Okay, so I am expecting us back to 393 to 393 and a half is kind of the area that I have my eyes on. Right now we're 398, so still about $5 away from that level. And then you're going to have the 100-day moving average coming up underneath the 200-day, and that's going to give you a very nice level of support that I think we'll bounce off of again. So it's like I think we'll get down into this level here of the 200-day and the 100-day, and then similar to what you saw the bounce off the 200-day, I think then you'll bounce off of the 100-day and 200-day again as the markets get a little choppy inside of all these major moving averages. You have a very, very condensed price range where the 50-day, 200-day, and 100-day moving average, all major moving averages are all lining up in that same little area. And I think that will cause the markets to be a little choppy, and you'll be able to play off of those major moving averages. But I think we're going back to that 393 and then eventually that 100-day moving average. We got to welcome Phil. Phil, welcome to the family. Everybody welcome Phil, the newest member of the group. We're now down to just 4. These are going fast, guys. I'd hurry up and grab one. We're going to run out maybe before I'm even done talking. I'd go to ttgoffer.com right now, open a new web browser, just enter the code TTG121, click apply code. The price drops to $1,012. That's 54% off. And you guys get that free laptop and the double your money back guarantee as well. Again, you have any questions? 786-505-4049. Don't call that number. Text it. It's a text message only number. Next question. Keep firing them away, folks. It is said the consumer is almost at $1 trillion in credit card debt. Do you think that will have any effect on the possible weakness of the consumer or credit card companies, banks? Yes, I do. With interest rates rising, you also have the interest on credit cards. That is the highest that they've been in many years. And as the credit card debt increases, which it has been, those payments with the higher interest rate and not paying off the balance altogether and rolling the balance forward, that carried interest charge that people are going to have is going to make it difficult for them to catch back up to that credit card debt, and will result in some people falling behind on their payments. It'll result in more defaults, and that'll slow down consumer spending. So I do believe that will have a negative impact as you get deeper into the year, and you'll see consumer spending start to slow, earnings will start to slow, and then you'll get that move back to the downside that we've been talking about here for the last several months, about me telling you guys that I do believe that you have not missed your opportunity for your long-term portfolio. I do believe that there will be another opportunity to add in your long-term portfolio, and we're going to trade the crap out of that move in the meantime. But yes, for sure, Maestro Cam, you're definitely onto something. That is an excellent observation and something that I am watching very, very carefully as the months go on. It's not an issue yet, but as you get deeper into the year, it is something that I think could be a little bit of a problem, and that could help the markets move back to the downside and give us those beautiful long-term buying opportunities that we are chomping, or we're licking our lips and we're salivating at the opportunity to add some of those stocks back at the prices that you saw back in November and October of last year. Keep firing away your questions, folks. I'll be happy to take a couple more. And then, like I said, my TTG fam, you guys can head on into the main chat room, and we will begin our family meeting here soon. Yeah, I would say very exciting times on the horizon, says Maestro Cam. Absolutely, man. I'm so excited. I'm like a kid in a candy store. There's never been a better time to be a trader. It really is awesome. Mike, do you think the stock market or the housing market are going to offer a better long-term entry? Speaking of the debt debacle, seems like a major housing correction is on the horizon. Which one gives a better long-term entry? I'm going to say the stock market. I'm going to say the stock market, because I don't think that you're going to get as big of of a drop in prices in the real estate market as people might initially think, because the supply is still very limited, and that limited supply is going to help keep a bid underneath housing. Yeah, I expect housing prices to come down, but I think that in the long run, I think that you're going to have, from a pure value to value type of play, and having an opportunity to invest in the next wave of unicorns, I think the stock market's going to give you the better long-term entry, because you're going to be, I believe that you are going to experience now the next generation of unicorns. Now, what's a unicorn? A stock that goes up 10 times. Okay, so 1,000% gain. When you look at what were the previous tech unicorns, it was Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, Meta, right? Facebook, Amazon. These were the unicorns that, people generated insane amounts of wealth over the last decade. I do not believe those are going to be the stocks that are going to give you tremendous amounts of wealth over the next decade. Yes, of course, I believe those stocks are still going to go up. Yes, of course, I will still own those stocks. But the next wave of companies that are going to give you the 1,000, 2,500, 5,000, 10,000% returns, I believe you're going to have an opportunity to grab those stocks this year at some discounted prices, and you hold on to them for the next 10 years. And those can be your 1,000, 2,000, 5,000% gainers. And I believe that those companies are going to really show themselves. And that's why I'm the most excited. Like companies like NVIDIA, AMD, Snowflake, like these are some of the companies that I just absolutely love. And NVIDIA will be $1,000 stock. Snowflake will be $1,000 stock. It'll be a forward stock split. It'll drop back to 250, then it'll go to 500. It'll split again down to 150, like over the next 10 years. And it's going to create just tremendous amounts of wealth for people. And I don't see that opportunity in the housing market over that same time period. I don't see the housing market going up 10 times, 20 times, because I don't see big enough of a price correction. So, from a pure value perspective, I'd say that you have a better opportunity in the stock market throughout the course of this year. Can you talk about oil stocks and where you see them going? Oil stocks have been getting kind of beaten up a bit as oil prices have kind of just been drifting a bit, and these stocks have all kind of cooled off from their massive rallies that they had to have in 2022, and now they've started to cool off a little bit. Like Chevron is starting to cool off, ExxonMobil cooling off a bit. Occidental cooling off a bit. Like these are some of your oil names. ConocoPhillips cooling off a bit. Your refiners, Valero cooling off a bit. But I think these stocks still have legs. I think that oil prices are going to remain elevated for some time. The only way that I think that you see oil back like in the 40s is if you have a severe recession, because during deep recessions, the demand for oil plummets because there's a lot less economic activity. So that would allow supply to catch up as demand slows, and that'll bring oil prices all the way back down. I do not anticipate a severe recession. And the supply and demand imbalances that you have with oil is not something that's going to fix itself and right itself, especially with China coming out of lockdown. China's oil consumption is going to go through the roof as they come out of lockdown. Okay. So I think that you have a floor in oil prices in like around 70. Like I just think that oil is going to trade between $70 and $90 a barrel, for the short term, for the foreseeable future. And as long as oil is trading, $60, $70, $80 a barrel, I mean, the margins that these companies are going to be generating and the profit and the cash flow these companies are going to generate is going to be tremendous. You already saw Exxon and Chevron report record earnings their last 2 quarters. And I see a lot more of that coming. And these stocks are now doing monster share buyback programs. They have very strong dividends that they're bringing back and returning to the shareholder. I just think that these are going to be, I own all of these stocks, by the way. I bought them all back in going into 2022. And they were just absolute monster positions for us. I've since taken profit on all of them, but I'm going to hold on to the rest. I'm going to collect the strong dividend. I'm going to reinvest the dividend and rebuild my positions for free. You know, these stocks have underperformed drastically for the last decade. And now going into this new wave, I think that there's a lot of catch up to do there. I do not think these stocks are done. Sure, can they go a little bit lower in the very immediate near term? And as you have like a recession scare later in the year, sure, those stocks can pull back. But on a pullback of a recession fear deeper into the year, I think that is a buying opportunity for oil stocks. What about solar stocks? You know, I'm not as big of a fan of solar stocks as some. I don't really own any in my long-term portfolio. And to be completely quite frank with you, I don't follow these solar stocks enough from a fundamental standpoint. You know, solar technology is still very inefficient. And I just, it's been such a long time coming for solar technology and for solar stocks. And I just feel like it's still not where it really needs to be. It's just not something I have really in my long-term portfolio. And it's a sector that I don't really follow all that closely, just being completely honest with you. I don't really have necessarily any intentions on putting some solar stocks in my long-term portfolio right now. But maybe someday, but I don't at this moment in time. Any high impact news this week? You have some Fed members that are speaking. You have consumer confidence this week. I'd say those are going to be and then jobless claims on Thursday. You have jobless claims each Thursday. Those are going to be big. Jobless claims will move the market as people want to see if the labor market is continuing to hold up. Fed members speaking will continue to move the markets as they did today. And then consumer sentiment numbers this week as well will move the markets. And those are your biggest catalysts for the week. So I still think you have a ton. Yes, some retail earnings also coming out this week. So you have Target, I think is tomorrow. That's a big one. You're going to get some insight into the consumer with some retail earnings. So between retail earnings and the consumer sentiment number and the initial jobless claims, you're going to get a real good look at the consumer this week. And that's exactly what the market is focused on. So I think you're going to have a lot of volatility with these catalysts that we have coming up. You guys are asking some fantastic questions. So that was a lot of fun. All right. I'll cut it off. I'll cut it off there, guys. So here, if you guys are, if you are a member of True Trading Group, head on into the main chat room now. We'll do a quick family meeting after this live stream. If you're not interested in a membership to TTG at all, you guys can sign off the live stream. All right, sign off the live stream if you guys are not interested in a membership, because, you know, but I'm going to go over the platform now. I'm not going to waste your time. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, though. Smash the like button, turn on your notifications. For those of you that are interested, let me show you the platform. I'll show you what the $1,012 gets you, because it includes everything, right? All the courses and all the tools. So, of course, you're going to get the chat room. The chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades. We're answering questions. We're with you for the whole day. You also get the mobile app that lets you get the push notifications, so you know exactly when the moderators enter and exit trades, and you can listen to the audio and watch the screen share, even if you're not in front of your computer. You're also going to get 2 private study group sessions with the mod to speed up your learning curve. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed right inside of our chat. That includes also, you also get congressional trading data, so you guys can track the trades of members of Congress and their family, insider buying and insider selling information. You get the Trading Views premium charting software, which is the most commonly used charting software by traders. You guys get all that. That's included with your membership as well. The Trade Ideas scanner streams on our platform all day. That's an industry standard scanner. You get the ETNA simulator, lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. You get our own proprietary scanner, lets you create custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options flow, unusual options activity, and options flow, all included with your membership as well. All this is included for $1,012. This stuff easily costs you $5 to $6 grand if you paid for it on your own. You get a trading journal that tracks your trades and breaks it down to the numbers and statistics for you. You get a social sentiment scanner, tell you what stocks are being mentioned most on social media. Analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in, so you can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating. And then we give you a watch list every day. The mods and I tell you what stocks we're focusing on with a game plan on how we plan on trading them. Right? So we'll tell you, these are the stocks we're focusing on. This is where we're buying. This is where we're selling. So you know exactly what we're going to do before the market's even open. Then you have all the courses. You get access to every course. There are no upsells for courses. This is a simplified version of the stuff I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. It's in text and video, whatever's easier for you to learn. There's also a video library that has over 400 hours of workshops and webinars of the moderators covering different trading and investing topics. And then when you become a member, you can actually attend these workshops live, right? Now, guys, listen, I can't guarantee that you're going to be successful just because you join True Trading Group, but I can guarantee that if you join, go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend the study group, and fail to make that $1,012 back at least once during your membership, I'll give you back $2,024. I can do that because we've only had to give a refund to 2.83% of our members. 78% of our members renew their membership, and we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,000 reviews. That's why I can offer you this. If all of our members were losing money, we were giving refunds to 15, 20% of our users, I wouldn't be able to offer you double your money back. True Trading Group would cease to exist. Instead, we are a thriving business with over 30 employees and members in 100 different countries. And we are just getting started. Go to ttgoffer.com right now. Use that code TTG121. The price is going up at midnight tonight, folks. It's been going up every day. It's going up again at midnight. Take advantage of it. There's 4 laptops left. How do you know you're getting one? Go to ttgoffer.com. If you see a laptop in the checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. You guys have any questions at all, text us, 786-505-4049. Thanks for tuning in, members. Get your butts into the main chat. I'll see you guys in just a couple of minutes. The rest of you, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. I'll see you guys all in chat in just a moment. Later, guys.